All right, what's going on, guys? So today we're going to be taking a look at the New York Giants, obviously trading up for Jalin Hyatt, a potential star receiver in the NFL. He's got a lot of potential. The Giants obviously had to trade up with their 89th overall pick, and they used their fourth round pick as well in this year's draft to trade up with the Rams to get pick number 73 in the third round. And apparently Brian Daboll as well was the guy who initiated the talks with the Rams to get the deal going, and then obviously they ended up finalizing it, which was great to see. And this was not even a bad price to pay, I think. I think most Giants fans can agree that giving up your fourth round pick in this year's draft, by all accounts, but for most people's standards, and what a lot of executives were saying, and just media around the league and stuff like that, a lot of people were saying that this was kind of a low tier draft. It wasn't a great draft. So to be able to trade up and get a potentially first round caliber talent like a Jalin Hyatt, let's remember, Jalin Hyatt was a guy who was mocked to the Giants at pick 25 for a lot of the time. It was either Jalin Hyatt, sometimes it was obviously Deonte Banks or another corner, or whether it was John Michael Schmitz. Jalin Hyatt was a guy who was mocked to the Giants quite a bit, as well as being mocked to the Chiefs, later in the first round at pick 31. So, this is a first round potential talent. And Jalin Hyatt is definitely a very good player. He did get 5 touchdowns against Alabama. I'm sure you guys all know that by now. But 6 passes for 207 yards in that game, getting 5 touchdowns. One of them was against Brian Branch, who's obviously another guy who's potentially a first round caliber talent as well. He did slip to the round 2 and went to the Lions, but either way, he did this against a Nick Saban coach team, one of the best programs in all of college sports, the Alabama Crimson Tide football team. They are a special team for sure. Every single year they have great talented players, and they're always just one of the better teams in the entire NCAA. And a lot of people could have argued that they probably maybe should have been there over TCU, but obviously that's another thing to talk about. But I really do think that Jalin Hyatt has the potential to be a very talented player at the NFL level. And I'm not trying to be a scout here, act like I'm a high tier executive or anything like that, but I definitely, from watching Jalin Hyatt, I am a Vols fan as well as a Giants fan, so I did get to watch Jalin Hyatt for pretty much every single game he played this year. And he has a chance to be a very special talent. On NFL.com, they have him as a 6.5 kind of draft rating and our prospect grade. And obviously that's a boom or bust potential on their thing. And he definitely has the potential to be a boom kind of player. He is a very just really talented player. He truly is extremely talented. And to get him with the 10th pick in the third round, I think is absolutely amazing. He's 6 foot, but about 180 pounds, or something around there, but 176, something around there. Obviously a decent arm length at 32.5 inches, not bad. 9-inch hands, pretty solid there. But has the athleticism score on next gen stats. He's the third among all wide receivers, which is pretty good with an 86. And then his production was second with 88. And overall, his total score was ranked number 1. So that's just amazing on next gen stats, NFL.com. He also did run a 4.4 40-yard dash, a 1.5 10-yard split, a 40-inch vertical jump, which is pretty solid. That is definitely nothing to shy away from. And then an 11-foot 3-inch broad jump, which is absolutely fantastic. He truly is a very athletic and talented player. And if you take a look at this entire draft, you can clearly see that Brian Daboll and Joe Schoen, they're looking for athletic guys. Like, this entire draft was just pretty much guys who are extremely athletic. Other than John Michael Schmitz, but obviously he is just super talented in his own right. But this whole entire draft was pretty much just guys who are extremely athletic, and we saw that in last year's draft as well, back in 2022. So I really do think that he has a chance to be a very special player. Lance Erline, NFL analyst, he had him ranked, projected somewhere in between like round 1 and 2, which is what a lot of people had. It's kind of a late round 1, potentially early round 2 kind of thing. Getting him in the third round is just absolutely amazing. His NFL comparison is Deshaun Jackson. Obviously, played for the Eagles, was a very talented player. So if he can become that, I think we'll be pretty happy with that. And yeah, there's some stuff, some weaknesses, obviously, with his game. He's not a perfect prospect. The route tree was kind of something that people are kind of worried about, and obviously that was kind of limited with what he did there at Tennessee with Josh Heupel's offense there. And lean frame, lacking a bit of strength. Yes, he gets knocked off his course sometimes when he's getting pressed, but he's still a fantastic talent guy, and obviously he's got pretty good hands, can catch the ball. He's so explosive. That is the biggest thing with him is explosive. He is so explosive, and the Giants ranked dead last in explosive plays last year. So getting a guy like Jalin Hyatt who just excels at that is what he does best, is explosive plays. So I truly think that's awesome to see. And I mean, getting a guy like him truly it seems like a perfect fit. Last year, the Giants did rank dead last in explosive plays. So getting a guy like him who excels at that is absolutely fantastic. He had, 1,267 yards on 67 receptions, 18.9 yards per reception, 15 touchdowns. He truly is a special talent and can definitely be a big piece to this Giants offense as soon as next season. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have, please smash the like button, and I'll be posting a lot more New York Giants content, as well as some New York Rangers stuff as well, if you are a Rangers fan as well. Definitely hit the subscribe button, smash the like button as well. Thanks for watching, and see ya.